Okay, and we're back, section 2. So we'd already played around with the staff a bit, already played around with the Indian clubs / homemade clubs. And yeah, I'm just going to wing it. So I'll take this one. Okay, so this is more like a garter. So again, this is a different training tool. You utilize it in a different way. You need to learn different movement patterns. It'll develop different parts of the body to make sure we're recording. So you'll develop different things like high focus on the rotator cuff, thoracic extension. It's a different form of training, developing different skills. And you'll get a feel for how biomechanics and how your brain and body interact with reality under different conditions. The more you develop this conceptual framework of how your body works in relation to the world, you're developing a physical IQ in a sense, becoming more informed, more up to date, and better able to function in the moment based on how you are aware of your own strengths and weaknesses in relation to gravity and the things around. So once again, whoa, a lot of these patterns I have never done before. So I'm experimenting in movement. Once again, this is just a coffee tin that's been repurposed, filled with concrete, and then put some insulation and tape around the edges just to help protect the paint. But they're coming off, but it's alright. If they get a bit dinged up, it's part of the honor of their service in a sense. Obviously you want to look after your stuff, but you also want to not be afraid to use it. Okay. Not too sure how much this one weighs. Have I weighed it? I have. It's between 5.5 and 6 kilograms. So not super heavy, but it does have a bit of weight to it, especially when you hold it far off from yourself. So you're having to learn how different arcs and different length levers operate with mass. So if you want to be good at judo or wrestling or just about anything that requires you to use your body functionally, actually in a complex 3D environment, not just in this little box that we walk around in and sit in and do little things in, actually accessing wide range of motion in the 3D world, exploring it in more interesting and unique ways, developing function and ability along the way. Function is king. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're playing around with these different movements. Obviously, go back and forth. So one way. Again, just keep chaining it. So, play with it around like it's more of a sword. Everything I'm doing here is a mix-up of a simple, moderate, more advanced. You don't want to jump to a more advanced thing without doing the work to get there, the build up, the infrastructure, the foundation. Jumping to something you're not ready for is just a good way to get hurt. It's a way to damage your body, sometimes severely, sometimes irreparably. So yeah, do your due diligence. Stick within your body's current capability at its current condition due to situation and circumstance. Live in the moment, do what's right in the moment. Things change, circumstances change. The right answer now might not be the right answer in 10 minutes, even though everything's almost the same. that a little bit. Let's go. This one. So yeah, we've got a strength stone, a Chi Ishi. Again, I made this at home. You can too, it's very simple. I made a video on how to do it. Very cheap as well. You can find that on my YouTube channel. Alright. So this one, once again, is a swinging leverage based tool. So we've got a relatively low weight, again, just under 6 kilos, this one as well. And yeah, how you use the weight matters. So because you're swinging it, that's different to lifting it. And the long lever between this point of rotation changes how much strength you need to, twist it over. So you need a lot of torque in these joints in different positions to utilize the tool slowly. So that one I tend to use, it's too heavy, I don't have the strength to do very slow controlled movements with it. You start needing a bit of momentum and utilizing your body as a cohesive unit to maximize your efficiency and potential and leverage and efficacy. This is not maximizing efficiency, it's doing it the hard way intentionally. There's training how to do things in a very efficient and smooth way, utilizing leverage and momentum and synergy and repositioning and gravity. So that's like synergistic training. It's unifying all of these different things and your skills with all these different things. So that's focusing on developing kind of a cohesiveness or coordination amongst all those different systems. That's one way of training. Another way of training is isolating one of those components. So instead of training how gravity and swinging and momentum works, you're kind of just training muscle strength and craning coordination between your joints and muscles. Kind of just trying to feel connection and torque for more slow strength application, slow strength application. Yeah, I suppose that works. Okay. So a lot of different movement patterns here, strengthening the different joints, getting them to open up to a healthy range of motion that they can synergistically operate within, learning where that is, strengthening all the little muscles, the joints, the tendons, the ligaments. And say this has helped me tremendously. So I've had rotator cuff injuries on both shoulders. I've partially torn the brachioradialis. Damaged, I don't even know which ones, several of my flexors, extensors from various accidents. I'm not going to make a lecture about all my injuries. I'm just saying what the point I actually wanted to make is this has helped rehabilitate my wrist, elbow, and shoulder. Mostly on this side, but a bit on this side as well. So I feel healthier, more functional, and stronger after having done this kind of training. But obviously, you want to be careful whenever utilizing it in this fashion. If you over swing or over move, you can smack yourself in the face. Not something you want to do with a swinging piece of concrete. Okay, so have a guarding hand up if you're doing that, or just be very mindful of your application of strength. Okay, so I'll go to a bit of a heavier one now. This is just under 11 kilos, 11 kilograms. And you'll see utilizing this tool is a more coordinated kinetic linking than just isolating one area and cranking tension through it. So pretty much compound training versus isolation training, although the other one wasn't really isolation, it was really small compound versus large compound, I guess. I suppose I've never come across a term for that. I suppose it sort of explains it. not running at this, I'm not doing this in a fixed pattern or sequence. That is how you would learn and begin and do it. I have videos on that. This is just playing around. Just in case, you think it looks a bit asymmetrical, it's probably because it is. It's very random at this point. Obviously you want to train synergy and work both sides of the body relatively equally as much as possible. But I like also just doing random stuff sometimes, just to keep a freestyle element of adaptation between different patterns rather than executing the same patterns over and over and over. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Starting to fatigue. Okay, I'm going to end off there. The quality of my movement becoming less and less due to fatigue. So yeah, you want to train hard but not excessively. I'm probably going to need a minute or so to recover, and then we're going to tackle that guy over there, the double M Chi Ishi, and see how that goes, because like I said before, I've never used it before. Just finished coating it, last protective coat today, and yeah, we're going to see how that pans out. Hopefully well. Cool guys, check you in a couple minutes, however long it takes me to feel good again.